I put my palm router and take off the base cover. Measure the bottom of the router. Apply the measurement took before on HMR. Then I cut using my ultimate track saw. Cut HMR using miter saw with length 400 mm. Use the bottom of the router as a template. Measure and mark to make the slot. I drill the mark using my DIY drill guide. Make slot using router bit straight with size 6 mm. I use aluminium as the rail guide. Measure and mark to make the slot for placing aluminium. Then I using my router to make slot. Use the base cover to make template on router jig. Then, drill the template using hole saw. I make another slot for placing the base router with depth 6 mm. Mark and drill the slot before locking the base router on jig. Measure and cut the aluminium for the rail guide. Use paper tape to put the aluminium together. Then, I place the aluminium on the slot to add mark. Drill the aluminium. Add bolt M6 on the aluminium. I want the bolt as flattened as equally with the aluminium surface. I sander the bolt's head. Do the same with another bolt, but using bolt M4. Assemble all using epoxy glue, make sure everything is flat and straight. Then, I cut bolt M4 with length 15 mm. Measure and mark the router jig. I will cut the edges using my ultimate track saw. I add measure tape on the bottom of the router jig. Make a little slot for placing the measure tape. Put double tape on the measure tape, then place it on the little slot made before. Sander the router jig. Then, I polish using wax. I buy another base router for more practical. Then, assemble all parts on the router jig. For the first trial, I use MDF 18 mm. Measure and mark MDF. Then drill the mark using 4 mm drill bit. Set up the aluminium rail guide. Place the router jig on the hole made before. Easy for making the circle and rotate the jig. The result was perfectly circle-shaped. But I apologize, because my router bit is blunt, so the bottom is uncleaned. I try make another circle with smaller size. The result looks good.